Alright guys, Joe with Colab Garage back with another instructional video for our long-awaited energy drink can. Started doing this, a few years ago on my personal cars. I always thought it was something cool, kind of like an homage to the old hot rods. They'd use like the whiskey bottle or the Crown Royal bottle or something like that. But this is kind of like the modern, everyone's drinking energy drinks, myself included. And I thought, that's like a perfect size for an overflow tank for coolant. So it's taken us about a year to kind of fine tune this, and we're finally ready to bring this thing to market. So let's dive into what's in the box. All right, so when you receive your package, it's going to come in this white box, and what you get in the box is pretty simple. You get the hardware pack, which gives you everything you need to install this solution, and the can holder. So the only thing you're going to have to go do is go to your local convenience store and get yourself a Monster or a NOS energy drink. And also I found out on my last trip to the West Coast, they do make these for Rockstar as well. So it has to be this specific can. It's specifically designed to hold that can, so any of the other ones won't work. If you have questions, it's really going to be focused on these three brands. But those are all the heavy hitters out there, and in Formula Drift, where we kind of got the idea for this, all these are the main title sponsors for the various cars in the field. You're going to need just a few tools. You need 2 drill bits. This one is a 7/16, a small drill bit, like a 1/8 or a 5/16, something small. It doesn't have to be specific. You're also going to need a 2mm Allen wrench and a razor blade. Okay, so to get started, this comes pre-assembled in the box. There are Allen head screws on the top and the bottom. The bottom has the Colab Garage logo on it. So we recommend assembling the can by removing the tops. So these are little 2mm head Allen screws that screw down in there. You just loosen them up to remove the cans. There's some heat set inserts, threaded inserts in there. So the only thing that I would caution you guys on is you don't need to tighten this, a lot. It's just a snug fit. If you screw on it hard enough, you will pull these threads out of the plastic, just like anything else that's in a composite piece. So just be careful when you're doing that. So you're just going to take your can, situate it across the front. You're going to put the top back on like so, and then just screw the Allen heads back in until they're snug. Okay, so once you've installed the threaded screws to hold the can into the holder, there's just one more step. You're going to take the lid off, and you need to drill a hole in the center of this lid. We recommend the 7/16 drill bit. That is just the right size for this 90-degree 4AN bulkhead fitting. So what you're going to do is drill that hole, and that's going to go right down in the center there. Simple as that. All right, so you can do this 2 different ways. Once the drill bit has gone through the aluminum lid, you could drill down from this side and get it out that way. Or I like to take a razor blade and just get in here and pierce the plastic and then trim it around that hole. Just like that. Now, it does not need to be a perfect cut. The drill bit might get better, but if you got to be careful when you come down through there that you line up the hole exactly. And if you try to push through all the way from there, you're just going to push that out. So a couple different ways you could do that. But once you have that done, all you need to do is drop this down so, and then you're going to take the nut and screw that all the way on until it's tight. And again, this just needs to be finger tight. It doesn't need to be really cranked on there. Like I said, I'm just doing that with my finger. So you can kind of see there, the bulkhead comes through the lid. And then you might need to reposition that depending on how you need the line to come out the top of the can. So, last step for this, we provide a pre-made stainless steel siphon tube that you screw on to the lid. So you just screw that on there. And you can tighten that up with a wrench. That'll be a 9/16 wrench. All right, now that we've assembled the lid with the siphon tube, we need to do one last step, and that's put the vent hole in the top of the can, because you don't want this to be a perfect seal. You do want the blue plastic piece to seal up against the top of the can, but you need to have some type of ventilation because of the temperature change of the liquid. If the can is operating like it's supposed to and you have a little bit of fluid in here and it tries to exchange some of that, as it heats up and cools down, the can's going to try to expand and contract. So you need to put a small hole, and that's what we're going to use this little drill bit for. You can do this beforehand, but I like to do it with it installed so you know exactly where you need to drill that hole. Just like that. All right, now that you have your can fully assembled, it's as simple as installing it in your vehicle. We provide you with 2 M6 cap head screws to go into the back of the mount. So you would have to take the mount apart in order to put these in. So this is all just kind of pre-assembly, getting everything ready to go. And then we give you 4 mounting holes, 2 screws. You can always add more. You can crisscross, go straight across, whatever you need to make it work for your application. So with that, we'd love to see you guys in the various places you can install these in your vehicle. Make sure you tag us, like and subscribe, and check out our website for more Colab Carbon products coming soon.